Highland Park police take a man into custody over the July 4th parade shooting. Officials say a person of interest in the July 4th mass shooting has been taken into custody. Crimo 3 was spotted driving a silver Honda Fit in North Chicago hours after the attack. When an officer tried to initiate a traffic stop, the 22-year-old attempted to flee, Highland Park Police Chief Lou Jogman said in a briefing Monday evening. A brief pursuit went on, but ultimately Crimo gave himself up, Jogman said, adding that he was taken into custody without incident. Jogman said the investigation is moving quickly and noted that Crimo will be questioned by investigators at the department to make sure or see if, in fact, he is connected to this incident. When pressed, Jogman declined to call Crimo a suspect at this stage in the investigation. The police chief said more information was needed to connect him to the shooting that left 6 dead and dozens of others injured. 5 of the 6 victims in the attack were adults who died at the scene, Lake County Coroner Jennifer Bannock said at an earlier briefing. All 5 have been identified, and families are now being notified. The 6th victim died at a local hospital. No additional information was provided. Highland Park Fire Chief Joe Schrage said a child who had been critically injured is among the roughly 24 people taken to local hospitals. Some of the injuries include gunshot wounds to the abdomen and limbs. NPR member station WBEZ reported the vast majority of the wounded are being treated for gunshot wounds. Some also sustained injuries as a result of the ensuing chaos at the parade. Schrage said crews on scene responded quickly, as did witnesses who helped tie tourniquets. The shooter fired on the crowd from a rooftop. Authorities currently have no reason to believe there was more than one shooter, according to Sergeant Christopher Covelli of the Lake County Major Crime Task Force. The shooter used a high-powered rifle, which is now being investigated by the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, and was on the roof of a business. They allegedly accessed the roof via an alley using a ladder that was attached to the building and was unsecured. Commander Chris O'Neill from the Highland Park Police said the crime scene is still active, and officials are clearing buildings in the area. People who sheltered in place are being evacuated to safety. Witnesses describe chaos, panic and disbelief. Miles Saraski told NPR that when he first heard the gunshots he mistook them for a car backfiring or fireworks. And then all of a sudden, the crowd started running in a stampede fashion, he said. And then I gingerly went a little bit forward, and all of a sudden I see blood on the cement. And I see individuals in pools of blood, and I knew there was a mass shooting. Zareski said he rushed to help but was quickly moved away by police and emergency services, who descended on the scene within moments. I saw the carnage, and I almost broke down, he said, shaken by the events. Zareski has lived in Highland Park since 1976 and described it as a loving and peaceful community at odds with the chaos he experienced. It's surreal. It must have been a science fiction film I just saw, but unfortunately it wasn't, he said. Our country is a scary place.